Hi, I'm Chris with Adventures in DIY. This gift box looks fancy, but it's made from pallet wood and really simple to make. Let me show you how.
I want to thank Chris Pine. I saw him introduce this box in his Scrap Bin Challenge video. If you're interested in checking that out, there'll be a link for it in the description. Some of these planks are really rough, so I milled the sides to 1/2 inches thick, and the top and the bottom ended up being 3/8 of an inch thick. The dimensions on these cuts are pretty simple. You want to start by ripping all the sides and the front to the same height. Next, move to the top and bottom. Both those are ripped to the same width. The top, bottom, and the sides are all cross-cut to the same length. So when you cut the lengths for your front, it's the width of the top plus the thickness of the side. For that first cut on the rabbit, I use one of the sides as a gauge, just to set that thickness right. I keep the dado simple for the top and bottom. I make them both starting from 3/8 of an inch from the edge. I didn't use brad nails to hold the joints in place because I had time to let the glue set up, but if you're short on time, feel free to nail them suckers. You don't have to be an artist to make this thing look good. I always use some type of guide, so I always start up by sketching up in pencil what I want to paint. The paint is some cheap acrylic paint that I got from Amazon in one of those 40+ color kits, and then the brushes are just another one of those, massive packs of brushes you get for just a couple dollars. Just take your time and have some fun. I mean, just like anything else, if you see something that doesn't seem quite right, like the paint's a little thick, just add a little water to it. If it's too thin, just dip it back in the paint. No big deal. So after your paint dries in about an hour, just use an eraser to get those pencil marks off that are showing. So I did 2 boxes with this project. One I needed to give out pretty quick, so with that one I used some semi-gloss poly, and then the one I painted for my wife, I used tung oil for the finish. This is where you add that bit of wow to the box when they open it up for the first time. Use some white glue to layer in tissue or mulberry paper. Nice thing about this is that the glue dries clear and there's nothing else you have to do to the inside.
The great thing about these boxes is that they're really easy to make. You don't have to make them out of anything fancy, and you can chain up 4 or 5 of them and just crack them out. If you have kids, the gift idea is to leave them in the raw form and have your kids do some artwork all over them. Just put some clear finish on it, and then you have gifts for your relatives. Aunts, uncles, spouse, grandparents. They will eat it up, I guarantee. Well, I'd like to thank Sterling Davis for putting this pallet wood upcycle challenge on. It's been really fun seeing what everybody's made over the last couple months, actually. And there'll be a link in the description below for a playlist that he's got going with all the entries. If you don't mind, do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe. Also, check us out on social media stuff. I'm always posting up pictures of this build. In fact, whenever I was sketching out the design and stuff, I was posting those pictures up as I was making it. And most of all, get out there, make something, and we'll see you next time. You spray some clear finish on that sucker, you got gifts for relatives. I'm talking, spouse, uncles, grandparents. They will eat that up like an all-you-can-eat buffet.